I know that I'm not gonna come out of here 100% fluent, but a lot of my goals for this program are just to feel like more comfortable about stuttering, and just to not worry about what other people think about it.
There are about 3 to 4 million people in the United States alone who stutter. Even though our research is catching up to finding a genetic and neurological basis for it, the general public is still terribly, terribly misinformed.
When somebody does understand, it makes me feel guilty, like it's my fault that I cannot speak perfectly.
Most people just don't understand how devastating, truly devastating stuttering can be to one's life, but the good news is that there is hope.
All right, now you have 2 freeze and fix-its to do, so go back and freeze and fix those.
Okay.
We're finding that it's really important to get them young into therapy so that a lot of years of pain can be prevented, and that these kids can be taught to really be fully expressive in terms of who they are.
Duck is in the water.
Nice.
Cat is gonna pound on the duck.
Awesome, that was really, really good. For kids, one of our first goals is to make them okay with being a person who stutters, okay with having stuttering every once in a while. And as we teach them techniques, if they're okay with stuttering every once in a while, they're really able to use those techniques and really able to demonstrate control over the stuttering.
It's important with the young ones that we get the parents involved so they can be fully educated about how to take what is learned in the treatment session home.
Now, am I supposed to breathe out first and then breathe in when I fix it?
Out in.
Okay. I don't think monkeys can read. How was that?
No.
Okay, so I breathe out first and then I breathe in?
Yeah.
Shall I try it again?
Yes.
Both my husband and I are both lawyers, and so, I mean, I know the importance of speaking, and we want our son to feel that his words are just as important, and what he has to say just as important as anyone else.
I feel better about myself. I'm saying the words smoothly now, and my teacher can understand me, and a lot of things are going well.
We feel so fortunate that we could come to a place where they have young, dynamic people who have been specifically trained in this. And to have people make sure that people with disfluency issues feel confident is amazing to have that.
Mirror work is another aspect of the treatment program to help heighten the client's awareness of what exactly are they doing when they stutter. And eye contact is a very important part. People who stutter often, without even realize it, will lose eye contact at the moment of the block, and we talk to them about looking the person straight in the eye, block your way through it. It's a feeling of greater control, actually, and greater dignity and self-respect.
So if you notice you lose the eye contact, just bring it right back.
All right.
Okay? You're doing great with it. You really are.
It's hard.
Emil's been through a lot. He feels a lot of loneliness, and he feels a lot of guilt and responsibility for his stuttering. Emil also has a daughter that is the light of his life. She's one of the few people that he feels doesn't judge him.
She's 3. My daughter's 3. She's one of the ones too that never make fun of me. I looking at her eyes, when I'm trying to tell her stuff, she looking at me like, I'm patient, Daddy. Don't worry, no problem. I can't wait. That make me feel bad. And the worst part is, it's when she tell me to read the story for her. It's when she tell me to read a book for her. I'm trying to read the book. I cannot get the words out. and she just stayed there waiting for me. Where we can take forever for just one word. We can take a long time for just one word. She just stayed there like waiting for me. Be patient. He hurts. I don't want her to go through that.
The places they start at being sometimes so desperate and so unhappy and so negatively affected by their struggle with stuttering. And then to see them and be a part of helping them come out of that and blossom and grow and really achieve the sense of freedom to say what they want to pursue the dreams that they want to in life. I mean, to me, it doesn't get more fulfilling than that.
An experience that helps our clients get truly fearless is something we call walking the coals, where we go over to one of our local parks with clipboards in hand. We approach people on park benches asking questions about stuttering. That's tremendous, tremendous courage.
So today we're out in Madison Square Park, just doing some random surveys. I'm pretty nervous, and it's going to be a pretty interesting experience. Would you mind taking a couple of minutes to answer a few questions about stuttering?
No, that's fine.
Okay. What do you think causes stuttering?
I don't know. I've known people who did it, and I knew that it was some kind of neurological thing, but I've never really thought about it.
Okay. What would you do if your child stuttered?
For most people who stutter, the phone is horrible, and that needs to be one of the first things that's tackled in therapy. And one of the exercises that we guide our clients through is to pick up the phone, call restaurants, call stores, and just let themselves stutter openly and overtly. And this is something typically avoided for years, and they are triumphant.
What time do you close tonight? How far down do you guys deliver? A veggie omelet with rye toast. Now, the buffalo burger, is that like a hamburger with hot sauce on it?
Eric Warren has been one of my oldest friends. I've known him for over 20 years, since he was a client of mine. Eric has been fantastic as an inspiration, coming in to talk with our clients quite often and inspiring them to continue to do the work that they're doing.
People have asked me the question, which was worse for you, being blind or having a stuttering problem? And I've always said that being a stutterer was worse, actually, than being blind. Because, you know, people get blindness. They understand it, at least as far as, you know, they understand that it's awkward for me. But stuttering, they just don't get it.
It's very, very important in the treatment of stuttering, whether it's from young children all the way up through adults, that people around them really understand stuttering. They understand the process of treatment. And for that reason, we have at the end of our intensive for the teens and adults, we have what we call friends and family afternoon or evening, where they invite whomever they want to invite in. Our clients have prepared a speech where the assignment is simply just talk about what you learned here. Tonight, you're here to celebrate what your loved ones have gone through the last month, and to be very, very appreciative, very respectful, and very, very proud of them, because the work they've done throughout the last month has been enormously courageous. Our clients are almost always pumped up with adrenaline before this event, and but they always come through, they perform, they speak their hearts, and that's what we see so much of.
And most importantly, who really cares what people think when I do stutter? It's no big deal, you know. So that's really the most unbelievable thing that I've learned, to be proud of my stuttering. And it's not a bad thing. It's part of who I am, and you know, I've just learned unbelievable ways to now talk fluently. So it's been a great program. So thank you.
At the end of the family and friends session, we always give parents and family and friends the opportunity to ask questions or share.
I mean, I've always been proud of him for who he is, no matter what.
He's a good man.
Yeah, he's a real good man. But you know, it's something he knew he had to do for himself. Otherwise, life would just, I mean, he would just keep struggling and suffering and running and hiding, and now he's just putting himself out there. It's amazing. And thank you. He's just, every night he's come home speaking so highly of who you are, which has, lent, I think, to all of these guys.
I feel blessed. I feel so lucky to have fallen into this work so many years ago. I don't take it for granted one moment, the kind of transformations that people go through here. I constantly celebrate it. I constantly celebrate with them. And it's the most gratifying, the most fulfilling work one could possibly dream to have.